I want to go through. I don't want to go around. I don't want to go under. James Jones, are the Pacers being overlooked?
No, man. They're not being overlooked. And I thought about this because at first I'm like, sure, yeah, they're being overlooked. You know what I mean? They in the finals too. They got good players too. OKC's just like that, dog. And I keep telling myself, I'm just putting respect on OKC with what OKC has done. Regular season and playoffs included, they have lost 18 games. And you mean to tell me that this Pacers team is going to beat them 4 times out of 7? And during the season, they played over 30 Eastern Conference teams.
They lost one.
They lost 1 game to the best team in the Eastern Conference in the regular season, and that's the Cavs. So, like I said, if this was football and it was 1 game, I would say you can't overlook them for this 1 game because anything could happen. But you're talking about a series of 4 games, man, and I can't say they're being overlooked, man, because I just believe the OKC Thunder are just that much better than them on the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, from the star power. They're just better than them. So they're not being overlooked, man. They just outnumbered. And it happens like that sometimes. Emmanuel Acho and LeSean, McCoy, it happens like that.
I mean, this is a better team. Ain't no overlooking. Look, it's just we know the outcome. We know the results. And as I think about this game, man, and this series, we don't look at the OKC Thunder like one of the best teams of all time.
That's true.
But
we should.
But because it's the names, right? When I talk about you with that Lakers team, right, where they lost 1 time in the whole playoffs to the Sixers in the finals, right? It was okay because of how the players they had. They were so good, right? The Warriors, when they had that long run, like, they were so good. They had the Kevin Durant era. He came in there, and they really wasn't losing the playoffs. Right? And it's like we can't see that because when we look at this Thunder's team, it's not the names that ring the bells. But, bro, they are really, really good. They barely lost this season. They barely lost to the Eastern Conference side. They really don't lose. In this playoff series, in this finals, they're not going to lose.
Can I try to convince y'all?
Chitty, bang, bang.
Can I try? Viewers at home, you.
Because I'm looking at some of these numbers. AJ.
Shady, James, can I try to convince y'all? James, Shady, who was that one team that you said in the Eastern Conference that the Thunder lost to? I forgot who was. Who was it? It was one team. You said they went 29-1, and the Thunder lost.
They won the Pacers.
They lost to the Cavs.
Lost to the Cavs.
They won the Pacers.
They won the Pacers.
No.
They lost to the Cavs.
Now,
the healthy Cavs.
if I'm not mistaken, the Pacers played the Cavs in the playoffs.
Hurt Cavs.
No, the hurt Cavs they did.
They played the Cavs in the playoffs,
Yes, they
and
did.
they beat them.
Cavs. They did beat the Cavs.
In a 4-game, 7-game series.
Yes.
Here's what's fascinating to me, though. The Pacers were 8.5-point underdogs versus the Cavs in that series, game 1. They're 9.5-point underdogs versus the Thunder. The Pacers were minus 500 in that series versus the Cavs. The Pacers are minus 650 in this series versus the Thunder. The reason I'm suggesting the Pacers are being overlooked, not because I don't agree with Shady. It's not because I don't agree with James. Viewers at home, it's not because I don't agree with you. It's because of this. The Pacers shouldn't be here right now anyway.
Yeah.
The Cavs were hurt. I know the Cavs team well. I bet on them a lot. The Cavs were hurt. James is right. Shady's right. Darius Garland, he was banged up the entirety of that series. Evan Mobley, he missed the game. Daniil Hunter plays for the Vikings. Daniel Hunter plays for the Cavs. He was hurt during the course of that series. He missed the game. Ty Jerome completely went MIA. I get all of that. But what I'm suggesting to Shady, what I'm suggesting to James, viewers, what I'm suggesting to you is they shouldn't be here no way. Wasn't supposed to make it past 25. They weren't supposed to be here no way. So with that being said, is there not a chance, Shady? Is not a chance, James? Both teams are 12-4.
So
Pacers haven't lost back-to-back games since March 10th.
Yeah.
Is there not a chance?
So let's just, because Shady brought up a good point too, because it's not a lot of like star power, big names on the OKC. So let's say that this was the 2017 Warriors playing the Indiana Pacers. And they're telling you, Emmanuel Acho, the Warriors, including playoffs, have 60 wins by double digits, which means it ain't even a game. They 8-1 at the crib in the playoffs. It ain't even really a game. You would probably say they have no chance, the Pacers, right?
Yes, but I would retort with this. I'd say the Pacers have 4 victories this postseason alone coming back from down 17. So you give me your double-digit victories.
But not against...
I say there's no lead that is too large.
But not against the Warriors team in
No, of course
2017.
not.
They wouldn't do that.
No.
So this OKC Thunder team in 2025, they have 61 double-digit wins, including the playoffs, which means these good teams that they playing, they beating them down, Acho.
You're not wrong, but let me respond, right? Because again, Shady and James are right. I'm agreeing with Shady and James. But if I were trying to suggest the opposite for Pacers fans, for you at home to try to make this a series, I would say, remember, the Eastern Conference version of the Thunder was the Cavs, both completely inexperienced teams. You got a versatile big, a stretch big in Mobley, a stretch big in Chet. You got a big that can dominate the paint in Hartenstein, a big that can dominate the paint in Jared Allen. You got a first-team All-NBA scorer in Shea. You got a first-team All-NBA scorer in Spidey Mitchell. You got a really good number 2 in J-Dub. You got a really good number 2 in Darius Garland. You got a deep bench in Ty Jerome and Max Strus when the team is healthy. You got a deep bench in Isaiah Joe and Case and Wallace. If I were trying to suppose an opposite, one team won 67 games. I think another team won 64 games. One team was number 1 in the West. One team was number 1 in the East. One team was 9.5-point favorites. One team was 8.5-point favorites. One team had a 600 spread. One team had a 500 spread. If I'm trying to dispute y'all, I would just say, but what about all that?
And what I would say to you is, if you take Chet off of OKC and you take K-Dub off of OKC, then I give them a chance, because that was the Cavs team. You took Garland off the team and you took Mobley. They, two of their best players, they didn't play. You know, until game 3. Until game 3. They missed the first 2 games, and then they came back game 3. So you was down 0-2 going on the road. Those two. So if you eliminate them 2 of OKC, then I'm with you.
But
with them 2 on the court,
because of the health of the Thunder.
Come on, man. It's a wrap. And I hope you're right. I hope Shady's wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I want a series. I want this to go 6, 7 games. I do. I want more basketball. I don't want it over quick.
The only other thought is there a world, to Shady's point, trying to not advocate for the devil to his point, the devil's advocate, but is there a world where the Thunder aren't as good as we think? And the reason I say that is, right, just as there a world. I think they are. But the reason I say that is, the Grizzlies weren't a great basketball team. We all know the Grizzlies weren't a great basketball team. Thunder beat the brakes off them.
They did.
Then the Thunder got to play the Nuggets. Nuggets, a really good basketball team. Really good basketball team. And obviously we know that was a great series. I won't say it could have gone either way, though it went to 7, but that was a really good series, of which the Nuggets were without a head coach amongst the general manager, went to 7. Then you played a Timberwolves team, which Shady knows, I know, James knows. They all have weaknesses. Is there a world where we could suggest the Pacers' path was more difficult, at minimum, as difficult? Sure, there were injuries. Sure, Dame Lillard was hurt. Is there a path where we can say the Knicks, the Cavs, them other boys?
No. I respect you beating the Knicks, right? But the Cavs team banged up. You got them not 100%. And then the Bucks, I didn't think much about the Bucks. Did you? I know you like your boy.
No, I like John.
You know what I'm saying? But the Thunder, we beat a really, really good team, and the Nuggets. And then the bad teams we played, we beat on them. See, I respect that. Right? They say, oh, well, you know, that team is not as good. Cool. Then we go treat them as such. And that's why they beat the Wolves like they beat them, because they weren't as good.
Beat them down.
Man, if you think it's going to be a serious trip.
I'm trying to make this.
I'm over here trying to think, too, like, how can they win? Like, I'm like, does Halliburton have to be like this dude we ain't never seen? Or like,
be in the body bag.
Here's the how, though. Here's the how. I was thinking about this
They
morning.
can't wait to get him.
Here's the how is, and I was trying to convince Shady of this before the Knicks series, because Shady was adamant, more different so, but Shady was adamant that the Knicks were going to beat the Pacers down. With the Pacers, not only could it be anybody, it could be anybody with a career night, and that's what it has to be. The Pacers won game 1 against the Knicks because Naismith had a career day. 6 threes, 30 points, career quarter, career day. Pacers won game 2 against the Knicks because Siakam had a career day. 39 points, career high. Pacers won game 4 against the Knicks because Halliburton had a career day. 30 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds. The Pacers won that series because 3 different people didn't have good games, didn't have great games. They had career games, the best games of their careers up until this point. I think, Shady, James, that's the how. It's Nembhard, are you going to have a career day? Are you going to somehow have 32 points? Pascal, are you going to have 45 somehow, some way? Naismith, are you going to do it? Miles Turner, are you going to go for 35? Are you going to go 8 for 11 from 3 this game in some fashion? I think it's going to take career days by different
watch
people.
how they.
I was just about to say that.
I'm trying, Shady.
You don't watch them play defense?
Okay. I was just about to say that, like, as a game plan for the Pacers offensively, though, like, they was trying to get Brunson. Who are you trying to get?
Hopefully Chet. Chet. Probably on Pascal. I think if I can get Chet on Pascal, I think that, and try to body him.
You seen Chet block shots and move
No
his
doubt.
feet?
But I'm gonna try to body him.
They all try to body him.
Or if they put Hartenstein on Pascal, I'm gonna try to go to work there. Or I'm gonna try to, if they put Hartenstein on Miles Turner, take him out
now,
to three.
So now
and
you've
just-
seen what they did against the Nuggets. What if they take Hardenstein out and bring in
Then
Caruso?
that's a great question. That's when I think they're in a world. I don't know if there's an answer.
But in the end, it was a great pace, though. Great start. Hey, I like it. You went to the finals, though. It's okay. Sometimes you go against somebody that's better. It's a lot better.
Like that.
And you did a great job. Like, see, that's why I hate when James be talking about, oh, well, it's either championship or bust. Sometimes, James.
Not for the Pacers.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.